Hello and welcome to another update video about Polygon MATIC. Yesterday we had quite a bit of a volatile day here on the in the crypto market, right? So that did shake MATIC up as well. And the chart has turned into a short-term mess with yesterday's move and today's recovery. It really has, and let me explain why. But first of all, we zoom out and take a look at the higher time frame pattern assumption, which is here that this is still, all of this from the low to the high at around $1.05 was a wave 1, and that either the wave 2 low was in here when we had the first reversal box defined and set, so that was a long opportunity at the time here around 68-69 cents, and that we are now already in the third wave up. That is one possibility. Or we've moved up in one and we had here just a corrective reversal, right? And we're coming down once more in wave 2, because we really only touched that green box initially. We never really did, we never really got into it. And this is unclear at the moment, and I'm going to zoom in a minute and going to show you why. So, however, due to this short-term mess, this short-term, let's say, uncertainty, which we have exactly here, due to this, this does not change in any way the longer time frame outlook or even the medium-term outlook. What would be the medium-term outlook? Make it a bit larger. Or actually not, because then I can't go higher. So the medium-term outlook remains for me, and this remains in place until we go below 47 cents. So the 47 cent level is important here for not to invalidate the bullish outlook, but to make the bullish outlook, to make that invalidation much more likely. Which means if we go below 47 cents, it will make it very unlikely that MATIC is still going to follow through on the bullish outlook. So let's assume a low was already in here in the wave 2 at 69 cents. Then the target for the third wave to the upside is 188, 187, something like that. And that would only be the third wave up. So that's sort of the medium-term outlook, medium time frame, medium term. The longer-term outlook for MATIC, because we always get new viewers, and again, this is all based on the Elliott Wave method, Fibonacci levels and so on. What is the long-term outlook for MATIC? So we are looking here. Just need to make sure I need to go down here. So here, in terms of longer-term outlook, that would be next all-time high target. So the next significant high, really significant high in the next all-time high would be around $4.90, possibly higher. And then the target for the high of the next bull run, not necessarily next significant all-time high target, but really for the next larger cycle, is sort of nearly $8. So 10x. I mean, how long will that take? I don't know. It can take years, right? But this is anyway unaffected by the short-term messiness. But even the medium-term outlook is unaffected. It's really only where we now have a bit of uncertainty in the short term here. And why is that? So when we came down from, I think it was here, that high, I remember in the videos we talked about a decline coming up. An upcoming decline into the region 65 to 70 cents. We did that, and this was a reversal signal. So that's why I have this box here, because it is support. It's the support area. It's a support area where MATIC can be bought, or at least where I expect it to reverse. Now, I wouldn't never tell you what to do. I won't tell you to buy or whatever. Everybody has their own strategy, but this is where I expected the price to reverse, and it did that. What I don't know, still not know, is if this was already the reversal to end wave 2, to end the larger correction here, or was it just, let's say, a bounce and we come down once more. It didn't help that we bounced off this resistance level here at 86 cents. That didn't help. And it also didn't help that we broke out of the channel to the downside and we have now recovered and we're back in the channel, yeah, fighting with a 50-day moving average. It just didn't help. So short-term messiness here. And what is my preferred count? My preferred count at the moment is that we are coming down still. So but again, this also depends a bit on what does the remaining market do, what is generally the sentiment in the market. My preferred option, I'm not happy with it because it is a very rare pattern. The preferred option would be this W, X, Y, X, Z, and that we're now in the Z wave, and that we've yesterday created this A wave. Yeah, so this actually follows nicely the count. We did an A wave. We're now moving up in a wave B, which possibly is coming close to exhaustion, and then we'd be coming down in a wave C. And again, here target, depending on when we hit it, I think I'd be very keen on looking at this descending trend line here. If we came down today, it would be the 63 cent level as support. But it also depends on how high will the wave B really go, and then we can measure a target. So as soon as we know that we've topped, we can measure a target for the wave C. But important would be, to make this my let's say my preferred scenario work out, ideally you don't want to go much higher, yeah. So maybe to 83 cents and to find resistance here at the trend line and then come down would be ideal, would give us more clarity. If we push above the high of the wave X, so if we break out above 86 cents, what is the assumption then? Well, my assumption will be that if we do that, if we go above 86 cents, I then have to go and say, all right, probably the wave 2 was already in, and this here was a wave 1, and we the only way it can still do it from here to go up straight away in the wave 3 would be as a diagonal pattern. Again, I'm not a great fan of diagonal patterns because they are unclear, and we had it labeled before, but we now dropped too much for that. But the only way to do it is just to extend it, to say, right, this was a wave 1, this here a wave 2, we're now moving up in wave 3, and again, for that I want the evidence. I want it to break above 86 cents to believe that. Then there will be a wave 4 down and a wave 5 up. Yeah, possible still. Yeah, so for anybody who wants to trade this, it's difficult. I know it's difficult. For me, this is clear resistance here, yeah, around 83 cents, and then all the way up to 86 cents. That's resistance, and if we bounce off of that, that's a really, really good signal that we come down here in a wave C. But yeah, I can't rule out that we push higher, and the signal for that would be a breakout above 86 cents. That's as clear as it gets. I think if we talk about, right, when do we get more clarity that we are actually here in a wave C? Well, it would be below this swing low, really. If we break below now 77.5 cents, then I think we are coming down further. And that would give more clarity that we're not in this diagonal pattern to the upside. I would then assume this was an ABC. That's how I see it at the moment, yeah. That's why this is the preferred count. And I would say then we come down. When we break below the wave B low, then we're coming down further. But this could become a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and if we break above 86 cents, it gives more clarity that we are really in that breakout pattern and that we can reach that 187, 188 level. Now, even if we come down, it is an opportunity to get in lower again, right? And if we go down here, and that's the preferred option anyway, then afterwards I expect that recovery. So it's not that we are bearish. There is some short-term bearish, the short-term bearish option is preferred, but I would then expect it to reverse from here to the upside. So either we go up now, or we have a little dip and then go up. These are sort of the two key options, and it would be preferred to go down before we come up, just because it is the clearer pattern, even though the WXYXZ pattern is generally a very rare one. Okay, so that's my update about MATIC. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.